Welcome to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. Reverend Rodney here. You there. We're so grateful that you are right where you are. We appreciate you for being with us as we embark on another journey, another conversation of the high spiritual content. And here at One Love Center for Spiritual Living, we are this week closing out the month talking about what if and about being a possibilitarian. And we're going to dive into that. But first, we're going to start with our wonderful opening song, One Love.
There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the One Love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah. One love, one light, one light, one light, one spirit divine. Yeah. One heart, one light, one light, one light, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the sacred space where we honor every face. The splendor of the God in you shining through in all you do. Learning, growing, hand in hand together, we will understand. Prosperous, giving, hearts set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one light, one spirit divine. One heart, one light, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love. Home to one. Welcome home to one love. Where love grows, yeah. To one love.
It's all about love, one love. Yes, indeed. And again, Reverend Rod here, and we're going to have Leda Perez in just a moment joining us in the conversation. First, let's converse about our mission. This is what this mission possible, and that is to provide to provide a welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. We envision a world as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of the learning and application of spiritual principles. Our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, sacred healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual films. And One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. And we welcome everyone, whether you're a first time guest or you're a regular, welcome. We recognize the splendor of the infinite divine spirit that is you. Please know that we support you in being the best you choose to be in this glorious life, and we thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to One Love Center. Welcome to a place where love grows. Absolutely. And so we're going to invite Leda Perez for our opening prayer. Or I guess we're not. going to invite Leda for our opening prayer. I will take that on. So, with great pleasure in knowing that there is a practice that we get to do, that we get to treat our minds about the truth, about life. And so please join me. Feel free to take a breath. Please feel free to know with me, because there's only one mind. And yes, there's only one mind. That is the mind of the divine, the mind of the creator, whether you call it God or Buddha or Allah or whatever name that aligns with the supreme beingness of life that has created everything out of itself. I am knowing that right here, right now. With the breath, and every breath is the opportunity to know this truth, that there's only one. And that there is, as each of us ones of the one are in alignment with this truth, that there is the great sense of belonging, the sense of aligning with this truth, one mind, one love in full effect. And so this week, this day, we take into our deeper and higher conscious awareness of truth about being a possibilitarian, and even raising that vibration in being a positive-minded possibilitarian. In other words, a possibilitarian, a posibilitarian, positive-minded, knowing that it's one thing to say yes to whatever's possible might happen, what we desire to happen, but then there is the positive-minded aspect of it, being life-affirming. And we're talking about that today, about being a possibilitarian, about bringing forth the energies and the belief and all that goes into the mix, into the soup, into the batter of what is created. And how wonderful it is that each and every one that is here gets to join in the conversation, whether it's live or the recording, get to share it electronically or in conversation with another. So I am knowing that this is the right time and the right place. We've had the right music, and I know that the right words are being channeled through Leda Perez, our practitioner, and all those who choose to comment. I bless it all, because I know it's all done in the mind of the divine. It's all done. And so I allow it to be the good that it unfolds to be in the here and the right now. I affirm it and invite each one to join me by saying, and so it is, and now it is. Yes, peace and blessings again. Oh, it's party time. Let's get it on. All right. And that was prayer. That was our form of affirmative prayer, affirming the positive, affirming the positive belief that we get to, from that place, remind you that spirit is the power that's always charged, always ready for within you for your immediate use. And that's what we do. So use us. Now, you can email us at onelovecenter.org, or you can leave a voice message at 646-685-3344. You can also use the Centers for Spiritual Living World Ministry of Prayer. Yes, they're back. You can email them at oneprayer@csl.org, or call them at 424-235-4326. Please remember that your prayer requests are kept in the strictest of confidence, so request a prayer. Let us know if there's anything in your life that doesn't seem to be working out according to your desires. Call us, email us, and we'll know the truth about whatever that situation is for a period of 7 days. And if you feel that that prayer has not been answered, let us know, and we'll continue to do our prayer treatment. And when that prayer treatment has been answered, let us know so we can stop praying about it because it's already done. All right. So, and if you need more in depth time, contact us as well. That is at a fee basis for a practitioner session. However, no one is turned away. So, now it's time to step into the what if is being a possibilitarian, being what if, knowing that we've been talking about what if all month about what if and a possibilitarian. So we imagine and embody a world where every person is a beloved, necessary expression of the one spirit. How could each one is? Everyone is. No exceptions, no limits, just the infinite possibility of love in action. And this action is based on intentional, positive possibilities. It then becomes infinite possibilities. So, what does that mean? That means first, we're starting with the main word that has been on our radar for some time. Many people have been using it, being a possibilitarian. And that's having the vision. A possibilitarian is, you know what? I see what's possible. It's a person who perceives and embraces the vast field of possibility beyond the present condition. They're open minded, forward seeing, and grounded in the belief that life holds more potential than what is immediately visible. And in essence, it's I see what could be. Now, anybody and everybody on some level is a possibilitarian. Okay. We're moving through life looking to see what's possible. We have to on some level. I mean, as simple as what's for dinner, what's possible, you know. I see what could be. Well, you know, without even physically looking in our refrigerator or our cupboard, you know, we're starting with what's in our mind, remembering what do I have on hand to work with? What's possible for me to cook? What's possible for me to read? What's possible for me to do? Now, I've added this because I was told to. You know, you wake up in the middle of the night and spirit says to do something. So it said, well, you know what? Since anybody and everybody is already a possibilitarian, then that includes people who don't necessarily have our best interests at heart. You know, people who want to start wars. Well, it had to start somewhere. It started for them to see what was possible. So I've come up with what's come through me is a possibilitarian, and that is being in alignment with positive values. Positive meaning life affirming. So my definition is a person who uses positive, spiritually aligned awareness as a creative force to activate and cultivate possibilities for the greater good. They consciously direct thought, feeling, and intention toward constructive outcomes. The essence of this is I align with what could be. And so also what came up, yeah, we can move forward, is a possibilitarian. And that's the execution, a positive, you know, making it happen on a positive level. A person who embodies the power of ability, translating vision and alignment into deliberate, effective action. They bring possibilities into tangible form through being disciplined, empowered, I read that again, through being disciplined, empowered doing, and having love lead the way. The essence of this is I lovingly bring what could be into reality. So we're allowing love to lead the vision. And where is my practitioner, my beloved Leda? Come on. There you are. Woo!
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm great and even better now. Woo! Side by side with a divine smile. All right. So I know I threw a curveball at you with possibilitarian.
Yeah, you explained it all very well. It's nice to see that there's possibilities to be positive.
Yeah, I might as well. You
Mhm.
know, I mean, we talk about that all the time. You
Right.
know, about what's possible.
Hmm.
However, you know, in this teaching, I fully believe that we got to go take the high road,
Mm.
you know, and travel on that road and come from anywhere, go to anywhere from that place of the higher possibility. And
Right.
that to me is positive. So, and I just bring that up for us to keep in mind and in our heart as whatever discussions we have today or in the future. I don't mean just us, you and I mean everybody, anybody. Okay. So, listen, hopefully this gets to the White House, you know, and they're like, what's he talking about? Positive. Oh, yeah, well, that's possible. Okay. So, bring up a quote, would you?
Yes.
Go for it.
Ernest Holmes declares that everything is belief. That if you do not believe something works, it will not work.
Mm.
Everything is a belief, no matter what it is. I like that. And the reflection here is when in your life are you waiting for proof before you believe? What might shift if you choose belief first? You know, you've heard, I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it. But how about you switch that? And I will see it when I believe it. It's all in our belief, and what we believe is created.
And yeah, and thank you. Were you finished? Were you complete?
I was complete.
And thank you. I love this quote because it happens very often unconsciously, where we make decisions about things without even necessarily thinking about it or understanding where that belief even comes from. It's barely paying attention to the thought.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden we jump into action based on a belief that we're not even fully aware of. And then to make any kind of change is so difficult because we have a history of things being a certain way based on a belief. And if we don't have a belief to counteract it, if we don't have anything already visible to counteract it, then a lot of people don't want to change their belief. So there's something that has to happen in between all of that, and that's
Right.
faith. For somebody to give up their belief into something that they don't know, they can't see, they don't understand. It can be difficult to shift
Right.
To believing it and then seeing it because they're
Mm.
so used to seeing it and verifies what they believe, not
Right.
realizing that at the very beginning they
Mm-hmm.
had to believe it first.
Yeah, you feel that you've been validated
Yeah,
when the belief. Yeah.
it's right. So again, where in my life am I waiting for proof? I gotta admit, there are times when, and I just thought about this yesterday, uh, getting a new car, and I've already validated going to a car dealership without having all the cash in hand or in my bank account. I've gone in and I've gone to the dealerships, never talked about money, and just taught and just like this is what I want, you know. And I may have told my car story before, but I kept going to the dealership, week after week, and they didn't have the car. They didn't have the car, and finally I went and just as they were about to kick me out, because I was just there all night, after work, mechanic came in. He said, "Hey, a car just came in. This might be what you're interested in," because they all knew me because I've been there for days. And that was the car I was looking for. And it was just amazing. But I stuck to the belief. And I used visualization. I had a picture on the wall with my face in the driver's seat of a car that I wanted, and that's what I got. Same color, same everything, and even better than what I imagined. So my belief carried me through,
Mm.
and it reminds me even now that I'm going to the dealership tomorrow, okay, or as soon as I can. So I'm going to put that into action. All right, what's next?
All right, I'll let you take that one.
Well, we're talking about this week about being possibilitarians, people who live as though the best is not only possible but inevitable. And it is so true, because that which we focus on is possible. Eventually, the universe, life, the energies of life are going to formulate into actually the visualization of what we believe, because that's how the law works. What we focus on, eventually will inevitably show up. And what narrative of limitation about yourself or your community or the world are you ready to release? And what greater story are you willing to believe in its place? And what comes up for me is about, I know we talk about world peace.
Right.
Yeah, that'll never happen. However, I am willing to give that up, and I know it starts from one person at a time. And so I dabble with this, and I'm going to take it on even more fully, starting with one day where there is no strife or conflict or war anywhere on the planet. I believe that, and I'm willing to believe that. And as I believe it, so shall it be done. So shall it be seen. What about you?
I love what you said about, believing in that peace. It does start within, doesn't it? So the peace you have to find within first. And that's a great starting point, just finding that peace within. But I agree with you. But peace is not just a wish or a hope. It is a divine source. It is our right to have peace in our lives and peace surrounding us. So when I think of this, it's not just a belief. I know that it is a possibility. I not just a possibility, but it's our right to have peace. And there isn't a person on this earth, in this planet, that will say, no, we really need a little bit of fight or no one will say that. Everyone wants peace in their lives. So let's start with the peace within, and then the peace in our home, and then the peace in our town, and then slowly believe in it expanding until you have that global peace that every single one of us, I just know, is wanting that, is desiring that. And that's why I sit here, and there's the difference between I believe this and I know this. There's that fine line that solidifies it. A belief sometimes can become wishful or hopeful, where the knowing is, I know it's there. It's already done.
It is a knowing. Thank you. Why don't you take on the next one?
Sure. In the Gospel of Thomas invites us to make the inner as the outer and the outer as the inner, just going within from before. The reflection is, how closely does your outer life, your words, choices, and relationships reflect the world of oneness and love you hold within? And let me read that one again. How closely does your outer life, your words, choices, and relationships reflect the world of oneness and the love you hold within? Let's just sit on that question right there. How do you want to respond to that?
Well, I think it is very close in my life. How I know myself to be and how I am viewed in the world in very close alignment. I would say it happens a lot with people who I meet for the first time.
Oh, did we freeze? Are we frozen? I'm hoping that you can still hear us. I see that Reverend Rodney has frozen for a little bit here. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. So how closely does your outer life? I would love to hear from some of you who are watching here right now live, and how this resonates with you, how you feel about your outer life, what your words, your choices, and your relationships are reflecting your world around you. So don't hesitate to write a comment or two about that. But let's go ahead with the other question as well. Oh gosh, just lost the whole thing. Oh my goodness. So let me see if I can't bring this back up here. And my goodness. Let's see if that's the right one. Yes, it is. We'll bring you on stage. Are you able? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're recording. Everything's fine.
Oh, okay, good. So we were just talking. I just invited the people, our viewers, to also give their feedback in the comments right here on the side. But we went on to the second question. Where is that gap? Where's that gap? And what is the one step that you can take that what happened there?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if everybody caught it, but basically, I was saying how I show up in the world. Where'd it go?
Okay, which one is it?
Easy. Okay.
That wasn't the one we were working on now. The gospel right here, that one. This is the one we were working on. You were talking, but then we lost you. So.
Okay, so basically, I'm saying that, yeah, my inner is generally easily reflected on the outer. And most people see me and know me for who I know myself to be. A lot of times they see the greater me that, I may not be in touch with at the moment. And one example, of course, is when I'm driving, there might end up being a little gap in the love that I am, and somebody who cuts me off. My first reaction always isn't, "Oh, I love you." Sure, yeah, go right in front. Yeah, not. It does happen, not as often as it could, because I live in New York City, and it's easy to get caught off a lot. So it's always an opportunity to practice closing that gap and just being loved no matter what. Yeah. How about yourself?
That's so true. One of the things she said is just let's start before we started our stream. It starts with a breath. You said, let's just start with a breath. And I said, okay. And it took time for me to take that breath. But finally I took it, and it helped me just relax a little bit more, And then, so that gap that you speak of that we don't always have, it's just the humanistic part of us, isn't it? That, it's okay if you're not there, and finding yourself to recognize that you're not there is to take that breath.
And the gap exists. However, it doesn't have to control anything. We just be mindful that there is a gap.
Right.
And that allows us to bridge the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll bring up what's next. What happened? Okay. So what's next is that Holmes teaches the imagination that imagination is not fantasy. It is the mind of God expressing through us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What does that bring up for you?
Everything is mind. And Holmes says that as well, that everything is mind, and what we believe we're inevitably creating. So, that for me is, we are, imagination is that bridge between the belief and the experience, So when you think about that, I love what he says that before, as we think, so we are creating. So that's what imagination is that bridge, as he mentioned, because everything is mind. I don't know if I just muddled all that up for you, but
Yeah. So, and the reflection is what does it look and feel like when we imagine a world that works for everyone? And does that vision change the way you show up today?
Right. How's that? What's that say for you?
Well, yeah. Well, I'll ask you first.
What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? All those things are part of your imagination. And so if we can bring ourselves to sit quietly and really truly imagine what, as we talked before about world peace and what that would look like. But feeling is such a great thing. It's a great energy also. That gratitude is another thing. Just being grateful for the imagery that you are looking at, that you're knowing is possible for you, that positive possibility. So find yourself, for me, I find myself imagining that all the things that I am hoping and wishing to be, to turn it to be more of a knowing, and to get there is that feeling within when it is something that I truly know is possible for me. So yeah, the sounds, the feeling, the way it looks to me, that's all part of the imagination that can really be a part of me expressing myself through God, or God expressing itself through me.
And that's it. It really is so much God as me, God as you, God as us.
That's
And yes, there is this, spirit inhabiting this form. The spirit is inhabiting the form and is the form. Okay, so we are it. We are that which we are looking with is the presence. God, the eyes of God, the ears of God.
yes.
The life of God is my life now. That's and I think what happens is very easy, as we were speaking about earlier, about that sense of separation,
Right.
not feeling a part of as a part of God. Like there's God, and then there's me, and then I've got to realign myself with God. And as these kind of creatures that we are, and we're, as far as we know, we're the only creatures who have this so-called thinking ability in the way that we do. It's very easy to believe that there is some separation between the mind of the divine and the mind that we are aware of and in touch with, and we claim it as ours, as my mind. And then there's God's mind. No, there's only one mind.
There is only.
And that imagination is the mind of God that is being filtered through and as each of its own incorporations, each of its own creations. And so to me, my understanding of this is that the creator has nothing better to do than create everything in existence, and everything in existence has nothing better to do than to realize it's the same. We're just different form. And no, I am not the creator. I didn't create everything and everyone. However, I'm made of the same stuff of the creator because I'm from the creator, and so is everyone else. And that's how we do our prayer. That's how that's why we focus on things like affirmations. That's why we focus on everything to align ourselves with truth of who I am. The I am presence is each one. All right. And the only time it doesn't show up that way is when we're not believing,
Right.
the truth before we actually see it. And therefore, there's a sense of fear and doubt and worry. And then all these other things creep in that are not positive. However, it's possible that I can protect myself and keep somebody from hurting me. Yes, that makes me a possibilitarian. However, I'm talking about a positive minded possibilitarian, which is what I call from the beginning a possibilitarian, positive minded, life affirming. It's possible we do not have to go to war. It's possible we can feed each and every one. Yes, it's possible, that we can live in harmony with each other.
Yes.
And yes, that's positive minded.
Mhm.
And to me, that's the highest order of being a possibilitarian. Yeah. So anyway,
Thank you.
and that comes from the imagination.
Right.
I didn't make it up. This is what came to me and through me.
Mhm.
Now I'm speaking it as me, as because it needs to be spoken,
Right.
and hopefully, prayerfully, knowingly. Wait, I know, as you mentioned, I know that it's going to catch somebody, and somebody's going to catch it and throw it to somebody else because we're all operating from the one mind. So everybody's on some level has got it,
Mhm. Right.
and now it's just up to us, to affirm it, and say yes, be a possibility, mindful, cognizant possibilitarian, and be aware of what we are creating, which means examine our beliefs, as you said in the beginning. We have
Right.
to examine what we believe,
Mhm.
and because that's what we're seeing. Okay, but it starts in the mind first.
Yes.
Yeah,
So positive possibilitarian. That's
there
what we.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One.
posse, like you have the Posse Music Awards. This is the Possibilitarian.
That's right.
All
Thank
right,
you for that. Are we ready to move towards our affirmations?
we sure are.
Okay. So I'll let you start. Let's go ahead and bring this up.
So we invite each one to join us in our affirmations. We like to pause for a moment and take a breath. I say take a breath and give a breath. Exhale, because we are breathing out as well. And we're giving that breath to whoever gets to use it next. The trees, the plants, the algae, whatever uses our carbon dioxide, So we take a breath, give a breath, and recite the affirmation. It is so that love is my natural state as I remember my oneness with all of life, kindness, generosity, and compassion flow from me effortlessly without exception. And we'll get to read that again. Take a breath. It is so that love is my natural state as I remember my oneness with all of life, kindness, generosity, and compassion flow from me effortlessly and without exception.
Mm. So let's take another deep breath again. And exhale. It is so that every loving choice I make is a seed of transformation, that a world that works for everyone is not only possible, it is already unfolding. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's take that deep breath in once more. It is so that every loving choice I make is a seed of transformation, that a world that works for everyone is not only possible, it is already unfolding.
And we should have one more.
Yeah, we should. And it's not on here. Let's see if it's, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let's take a breath and exhale. It is so that I live as proof that we are one spirit, limitless and loved. Let's take a breath. Do that again. It is so that I live as proof that we are one spirit, limitless and loved. This is the truth, and so it is, and now it is.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, thank you. All
Yeah.
right. And so we're going to do a grounding prayer treatment. We're going to ground ourselves, become firm in the foundation of these words that we have just shared. And so join me. I invite each one to join me. And as we go within, as we go to a high holy place within, and it's with gratitude and appreciation that I know that there, as my dear friend Ray says, a united state of consciousness, united state of conscious awareness, that there's only one life, and that life is the life of the Creator, by whatever name, there's only one. And I'm knowing that in this oneness, which incorporates and everything that has been created, especially this moment right here and right now, I know that all things are possible, especially and really only through the one, through the Creator. I am knowing even more deeply now more than ever that that which is called good, that which is called love, that which is called peace, that which is called joy, that which is called anything and everything that is life affirming, is not only possible, it comes from possibility, the possibility from possibilitarians being positive minded about the possible abilities, using the power of the divine to bring it into form, to bring it into action. And that's what each one does every moment of their life, bringing forth through the power of the divine, which actually doesn't differentiate. It's like, you want to use the power? Hey, it's yours. And each one of us has that ability to use the power of God. And I pray for the greater good of all. And that is why we have possibilitarians, positive-minded people focusing, creating an intention for the greater good for all. And I know this shows up in all aspects of life. Positive-minded health practices, positive-minded relationships, meaning recognizing that all are one and that no real harm comes to the spirit, and each one is spirit, and each one recognizes the spirit as each one. So therefore, each one gets to drop any egocentric reasoning, false beliefs for wanting to harm another, for wanting to end another. That has no real basis. It's not based in reality. It's based on limited thinking. And I release that possibility, knowing that there is only positive-minded that ideas, intentions, beliefs that are growing and taking form and taking shape and taking over, like positive, loving vines that are growing wild, that have beautiful flowers, that have beautiful results from the beautiful beliefs of love and caring and healthy intentions. And so I am knowing that this word is spoken into the law of infinite positive possibilities, that each one taps in, believing it in their mind, in their heart, and their soul, that yes, it is possible. The true nature of being a possibilitarian. And so I release this word, knowing that it is already, I know it, I believe it, I know that it is already taking shape, taking form, manifesting it in wonderful ways. I release it to give thanks to the law for knowing how to do it, how to get it done. The loving action, wholeheartedly, that is the law for me. That it is already bringing it forth with ease and grace. I allow it to be the good that it is right here, right now, and I affirm it. And join me by saying, and so it is, and now it is. Right on. We now bring Leda to talk about the power of prayer.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. So you know that is the power of prayer. What you heard, Reverend Rodney, was all about prayer. And we have prayer professionals here at One Love Center who are ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is full of power. So any requests you have for prayer, please send it to oneLove@onelovecenter.org. I'll put that back up, oneLove@onelovecenter.org. Or you can leave a voicemail at 646-685-3344. You can also contact Centers for Spiritual Living World Ministry of Prayer. And you can email them at oneprayer@csl.org. Or you can call 424-235-4326. And please know that your prayers are kept in the strictest of confidence. And after 7 days, please reach out to us and let us know how you're doing. If you need more prayer, we are here for you. Thank you so much. And now we want to bring it to the abundance, I believe. And so we're just so grateful for all the gifts that you do provide to us, all the donations. And we want to make sure that you know where that is. Where you can send that to our One Love via PayPal, onelovecenter.org, or you can use the Cash Me app at $OneLoveCSL. And so we do have an abundance prayer. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up. And so we ask you to place your hand on your heart, okay? As Ellen likes to say, place your hand on your heart and say with me or listen with me. We are money as one of the many gifts of spirit is good. As I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gifts, more money, and more good. I am grateful for the ability to give these gifts and what they do for our center and in our world. I know that this is so. It is so. And so it is. And now it is. Thank you so much. And we're bringing Reverend Rodney. No, I think we have announcements now. So we'll go ahead to our announcements, and we have them on the slide. Yes, we do. As you can see, today we needed a tech support, but we do request tech support. So One Love Center is requesting a member for technical assistance, managing our broadcast. You can contact us at 646-685-3344 or OneLove@onelovecenter.org if you'd love to be of service. Bless you and thank you. If you know of anyone, if it's not you, maybe you know someone who would love to join our team and help us on Sundays to do our tech support. Okay. And I think next we have our, we'll bring this up. Okay. Book of the Month Club. This has been the Book of the Month for What If. We encourage you to join us in the Book of the Month Club. So this is the information. It's I can't read it because it's so small. Cities, Solar Punk, Unknown Futures. So yes, that's our book of the month. And of course, our Science of Mind. And I love our Science of Mind magazine. We're at the end of March, and our doing our daily affirmations that I read all month was Reverend Christy Hardwick. Her affirmation for today is, I can face differences and arrive at the truth. Now, if you decide that you'd like to also register for this magazine, okay, we'd love to see you come in. Subscribe to our monthly Science of Mind magazine. One Love Center will provide 6 free months. For further information, just please go to our website, onelovecenter.org, and register for your free magazine. Wonderful. Next on our announcements is okay. It's the 26th. The convention is coming up, 2026, April 7th through the 10th. It's in Reno, Nevada. So if you would love to be a part of that, you can go to this link that we have here. Early registration is open right now. This is a wonderful opportunity to really gather with us and see more of what Centers for Spiritual Living is doing. Next on our list of announcements is the Convention of Americas. That's July 21st through the 25th. I'm very excited. It's my first time going there. I'm very excited about this. There's going to be an installation for me, so I'm excited. And I know that my sister is going to be there too. So that's going to really make it a special event for me for sure. To register for this, the details, you can email the email that you see here on the screen, or you can go to the website www.conventionoftheamericas.org. So please go ahead and register. It's guaranteed to be just an uplifting, amazing, incredible time in Mexico. So we look forward to seeing you there. Reverend Rodney is going to be there too for his ordination. You don't want to miss that. All right, next on our list is, Reverend Rodney, I really want you to come back on for this one because you have a wonderful video that you can share, and you can speak on this directly, but save the date. This is August 13th through Sunday, August 16th in the beautiful grounds of Unity Village, Montana. And Reverend Rodney, do you still have that video that you can share?
Yes, I do. So it is Unity Village in Missouri.
Actually, Montana.
I don't want you guys to get lost. Okay?
Traveling all over the place.
All right. The early bird pricing ends on the 31st of March. So now is the time to do it. There's a payment plan as well. So you go to the site padntg.org, and we do have a video that I'm going to bring up very quickly. And here we go.
The People of African Descent New Thought Group presents Celebrating Our Soul, Claiming Our Sacred Power at Unity Village from August 13th through 16th, 2026. This exclusive event hosts Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith of Agape International Spiritual Center, Brother Dr. W.H.A.T from the Ethiopian Mission in Ghana, meditation leader and teacher, professional sacred space holder, Reverend Paulette Pipe, and more. The People of African Descent New Thought Group once again brings you top quality masterclass presenters like Reverend Deborah Johnson, Master Practitioner Aisha Mason, Reverend Vernell Nelson, Jeffrey Noble, and more. Not only do we have empowering workshops, but the grounds and ambience are sublime. Yes, it is very hot in August in Missouri, but the best part is getting to enjoy the best that nature has to offer. You, your kids, and or your friends can enjoy the Unity Village Nature Trail, the short waterfall, the amazing labyrinth, or you can join the group that is going to the one and only Negro League Baseball Museum and the Jazz Museum. Even if you don't go to the cultural immersion and field day, you can stay on the grounds and enjoy pampering yourself with energy workers offerings, such as a massage or reflexology, Reiki, or pranic crystal healing. That's right, pamper yourself. The best price is now during early registration through March 31st. Don't delay. Register today at padntg.org. Be there.
Yes, awesome. So, there's so much going on in the realm of new thought. We have our center, Centers for Spiritual Living, and other organizations. So, plug yourself in however you can, wherever you can. And we're so happy that you are here with us. Come with us next week. And thank you for sharing with us and sharing this message. If anything that you like, share it with somebody. We invite you to join us next Sunday when our theme is practicing the practice of becoming. And the topic is living with presence and deep awareness. So, again, we're talking about mindfulness. So, the practice of becoming, we are looking at our steps and where we're becoming and where we be going. I couldn't help it. Okay. So,
I'm here.
so thank you, Leda Perez. It's always a pleasure being here with you, and look forward to seeing you folks next week. Any final comments?
I just want to thank you for today, and again, always sharing your Sunday with me and me sharing my Sunday with you. It's always a blast. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And I say ditto. And for each and every one who gets to watch this and share it, and maybe there's something that you want to talk about, even if you caught one of our so-called mistakes, you can't believe what I saw. You got to watch it for yourself, Yeah. Share it. And we give thanks. We're going to do our closing prayer and follow it up with a very lively One Love song. All right. So, how wonderful it is once again. And just because I'm closing my eyes is not the only way and reason to connect with the divine. Well, I know that with every breath, there is a divine connection. I am knowing that in that divine connection, there are unlimited possibilities of what to do with the energy of the divine. And I am knowing that positive energy, that energy is used in a positive way. Because I know energy can be used in any kind of way. And we're talking about positive use of the energy, the possibilities. Possibilitarians is who we are. And I give thanks for that awareness and that truth. And I know this for each and every one as you go throughout your day, throughout your week. And yes, focusing on a positive use of the energy in bringing forth the possibilities by being a possibilitarian in your world. And I pass my word to Leda.
And I affirm that I am a possibilitarian. I choose to see the eyes of spirit and beyond limitation, beyond condition, beyond fear. Where there's doubt, I know I have faith. I know faith. Where there's separation, I know only unity. And where there's limitation, I now claim expansion.
Yes.
I embody a world where love leads, where compassion rises, where every being is honored as a sacred expression of the divine.
Yes.
I trust that what I imagine with love is already taking form. I trust that what I embody is in the truth that transforms everything around me. And so I walk forward, open-hearted, clear-minded, grounded in the possibility, knowing that love is in action, is the only power there is. And so I release this word into the law, knowing it is done, it is complete, it is already unfolding. And together let us all say, and so it is,
So it is, and now it is. Woo! All right. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna close out with a song and come back and say see you later.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the one love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. Whoa. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah. Through our prayer and meditation, joyous sacred celebration, we give thanks for all we are. Every soul has come so far. Love in action, service true, the divine spirit that is you. We're awakening, can't you see? Living love and living free. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to this sacred space where we honor every face, the splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do. Learning, growing hand in hand, together we will understand. Prosperous, giving, hearts set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love. Yeah. Welcome home to one love. Where love grows. Where love grows. Where love grows.
I love that song. I just
That
love
is so much fun.
the spirit of love. Come on now.
Yay. All right. Thank you, love. Thank you,
Thank you.
love, all over everywhere. Peace and blessings. We'll see you next week.
All right.